Saturday the 21st is kind of a big deal for a lot of stores. It's Record Store Day, and we've got a lot to talk about.
We have the guy who came up with the idea for Record Store Day, Chris Brown, along with Mick Pratt from Bull Moose. Good to see you guys as always. Thanks for coming in.
No problem.
We've had you on to talk about this just about every year that Record Store has been around, but if people ought to know the history, you are the guy who came up with the idea for what is now an international event. What was the spark? What was the catalyst?
I guess it was in 2007. There was the music industry just seemed really depressing. There were a lot of like chain stores closing, and you know, that was sort of when the CD sales were really starting to bottom out. So it was you know, we just needed something nice, like something to celebrate and say, hey, look, the independent stores are doing great. There's lots happening. People still like music. They're still buying CDs.
And as we say, this is now a global event. Record stores around the world participate in this. There are all kinds of special albums, special band appearances, and so forth. You guys have brought in more vinyl than we've ever had on the table before. Let's begin with this one. It's a special release for Record Store Day. Tell us about this.
Oh, sorry.
No,
yeah.
you got right ahead.
So this is the Run the Jewels. They're the Record Store Day ambassadors this year, so they always get a super special release. So this is a 12-inch single with some new music, and then it also has like a patch and a sticker and all kinds of free stuff inside. But the cool thing about it is it's a nice like metal tin.
Yeah, bang on that thing, Amanda.
Yeah, so it makes music, but no, the idea is it's so big so you can put all your other Run the Jewels records in it. So you complete your collection and you get the special box and all that kind of stuff. So it's sweet.
You've got a lot of different people
It's embossed.
Ooh,
it's embossed,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, it's very fancy. We can confirm, very fancy. You know, people have done so many different things. Like you've got Taylor Swift over here who has sort of exclusive releases and different colored vinyl.
Yeah, so that's a big piece of the day, is that there are like 450 different things being released specially for Record Store Day that just kind of grew out of it. And so, yeah, so what makes these different from the regular Taylor Swift, you know, CD or stream or whatever, is that they are not only cool colors, but they are hand numbered. And
so you know that only
see that 3750.
If we look down here, it says this is 3,035 out of 3,750.
You know what's weird though is when they were hand numbering them, they skipped 22. No, that's a joke because they're not releasing 22.
Sorry, your Taylor Swift humor went right over my head.
They're not releasing red. That's anyway. Doesn't matter.
All right, pick another album. Tell us why you brought it in.
Well, you've got the Prince one there. I sort of see Prince and Madonna as a pair in a sense, because I mean that's the Prince album, 1999, and this is Madonna's first album.
1989.
And yeah, that's right. Puts us all together. So, so these are just. What makes these special is that they are using just the foreign artwork for them. The picture disc here, this is the Japanese cover, and believe it or not, the Prince album 1999, which is a double album, and that was like his breakthrough record. In a lot of territories, it was just released as a single album, so it's a bunch of songs left off and different artwork.
What kind of band appearances do you guys have in your stores this year, just briefly?
Oh, just briefly. We have a little band from Brooklyn performing in Scarborough. Some people might have heard of. They Might Be Giants. We'll be playing a live concert before their sold-out show at the State at the Scarborough Bull Moose, which is going to be super duper exciting. There's a Keene native who's going to be playing in the Keene store, Zach Benton. He's a nice guy. There is some stuff still in the works. We haven't actually completely finished confirming them, but there might be some more performances announced throughout this week too.
This is kind of like the best play day of the year for you guys, isn't it? Because you just get to have fun with these kinds of things. This is the stuff you love anyway, the music you love, the bands you love, and you just get to do cool things that you don't get to do the rest of the year.
It's great. We even have so this is pretty cool. This is a former employee of ours, Shan Murphy, who left us about a year ago to be a freelance artist, created this incredible print for us this year, and this really encapsulates all the fun of the day. It's just like this bright store full of customers exploring records, chatting with each other. Somebody is like using finger tentacles to chase their sister around. Like that's, in a nutshell, that is Record Store Day.
I think that's what Amanda used to do to her sister, actually, back in the day.
Completely. What's fun about this is it's almost like a Where's Waldo. Like I was trying to find Mick in here. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. He's in there, and a bunch of the Portsmouth staff are in there.
Yep.
So you can look for the real people. By the way, before we wrap up, you guys had some really interesting things you wanted to talk about. I mean, these are these are really cool.
Like
but this hiding underneath here.
Oh,
this is the big reveal right here. and it certainly needs some explanation because there are no words whatsoever on this.
No, what is this? What's going on here?
What do we have here?
So it's like a fern. Or
It's a Japanese maple leaf.
Japanese maple leaf, and this is so the Cheech and Chong movie Up in Smoke. This is the 40th anniversary of it, and there's a big Cheech and Chong box set, and it's coming back out on Blu-ray. So they have the song from the movie that you may remember is on the A side, which is that one, and the B side. If you want to turn it over, you can actually tell the difference because of the stem colors different. That has the rare version.
You got to pay really close attention to tell the difference.
We're detail-oriented people here.
I got
Anyway.
you guys.
Yeah, it's,
All right, that
the
is some
Spanish version.
very clever marketing. You got to give them a tip of the hat. All right, we got to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much. Record Store Day, Saturday, April 21st at Bull Moose and around the planet. Stay with us. Back with more of 207 right after this.